Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope everyone is doing well, as good as you possibly can be. Oh, my plaque. Hello, Regina Michelle and Antoinette. Lucifer, love God. I got a little something I want to talk to y'all about. And the shutdown wasn't even it. But we got to throw that in there too. Because I think it's all part of the program, all part of what's going on. It's all tied in. It's all one big old fill up a seat. Get you some popcorn. Not for me. Not to watch me. Pull up, get you some popcorn, and watch the world stage. I ain't talking about watch me. I'm nowhere near as exciting or entertaining as what we're about to see. So, might as well get your front row seat for the action. Because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. Now, here's what I'm asking for tonight. If I got some, I'm going to get some people time to get in here. So, I want to talk to some people tonight. But I want to specify the type of people I want to talk to. I want people that are spiritually grounded, well read when it comes to the biblical text, understand what you're seeing when you see what you see, that's able to tie in what's written to what's happening. I don't mean just a straight quoting the scripture type thing. We get that all day, every day. Hopefully, I can get somebody on here tonight that's enlightened, have an idea of what's going on. Hold on. Exactly, real time. That's part of what I'm here to talk about. Uh, I want some guests on here tonight, if possible. If y'all are out there, not the typical everyday Bible thumping scripture quoters who just repeating something you heard in church. I want to get somebody on here that actually know, because I know, but I want to bounce ideas off somebody else. I know and see what's going on, but I'm hoping to get somebody else, one, two, three, I don't care how many it is, get some different perspectives on what's being seen that a lot of people ain't seen yet. That's happening right now, but if you somebody who just in your own little small bubble, in your own little world, it's a lot going on you don't know about. And I'm about to talk about some of that tonight. But I really need somebody, I ain't gonna say religious, I'm gonna say spiritual, to join in tonight, if you don't mind, and share with my audience as this grows. It's no longer being hid anymore. It's no longer being where we don't want them to see. Now to the point to where they don't care if we see it. They're not hiding it anymore. And what they're depending on, which is working, is a lot of people just don't believe in this kind of stuff. No way. So since a lot of people don't believe in it, they can do it. I hear you, Lucifer, but one problem with that. One problem with that. If the guy you named after is real, then the other would be real too. Lucifer can't be the only one real. Or are you named after some imaginary person, a thing? You know, we hear about who Lucifer is, whether who he really is or not, whether he's the evil one or the good one or not. The fact remains is there are people that believe Lucifer exists. And if you believe he exists, how do you not believe the other exists? The counterpart. So you don't believe Lucifer is real? Then please do y'all hit the like button on the way in. I don't feel like monitoring all that tonight. Well, as I always say, we have the freedom to believe whatever you feel like believing. I can't. I'm not trying to. But y'all know that by now. If you've been following, I'm not trying to sway nobody's belief. All I know is what I'm seeing. I believe what I see. I'm the biggest skeptic. There's nobody more skeptical than me when it comes to religion. And even I. No, it's more than meets the eye. It ain't just us men. So, hold on. Oh Lord, you gonna give me money? Hold on, look at this. Let's see how weird people are. You paid me $1.99 to ask me that dumbass question. See that? Here's my proof. There's my proof. This gonna make sense as we go further into this topic. Here come the imps, the demons. Hey, Pam Warren, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here they come because her master, or his master, whatever the hell that is, know what the topic about to be about. If you want to pay me to talk shit, hey, knock yourself out. But you are proof of what I'm talking about and what I'm about to talk about. First of all, what is a gay hat? I don't know. Hats had sexuality. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna put no time into the head. I just want to show y'all how some people with I don't know what the person. I don't know what that is. I can't really say it's a person. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Could be one of them, shapeshifters, demon. Who I don't know what that is. Who in their right mind would do that? So I know you got the right one. I know what I'm dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. I know what I'm dealing with. So, and being called gay, well, now you call my hat gay. Either way, me and the hat don't care. The hat say it don't care what you think, and I definitely don't care. But why not $100 though? I'm hurting. Oh, you got $1.99? Come on. You showing you must be broke. You must be living in the basement with your mom. You ain't got but $1.99. Bobos that make your feet feel fine. Bobos that cost $1.99. Remember that song "We Live"? You had on Bobo. She wear Bobos, or he whatever the hell that is. Y'all remember that song Bobo? Or was it two? It was Jasmine Taylor. It was $2.99 or $1.99. Bobos that make your feet feel fine. Bobos that cost $2. That was $1.99. Anyway, let me get you out of here. Should I block him or just let him hang around? Oh, here we go, another one. Talking about a vote. Here go another goofy. Here go another one. Yeah, I ain't gonna block him. You paying shit. Talk all the shit you want. But see, you ain't paying nothing, Jamar, so you gonna get blocked because you on here talking crazy for free. I told you I don't F with Democrats. So you about to get blocked. We're talking about spiritual stuff. This clown, y'all do know it say prophecy right there, right? Prophecy ain't got to do with politics. It says prophecy is coming true right before our eyes. I could have sworn that what I wrote the title as. Nothing about no, well, Democrat this, but I'm so far past that. So I could have sworn prophecy, what they got to do with politics? Who you voted for? When this was written, I don't think they voted. Voting wasn't going on back then. We talking about something that was written thousands of years ago that's coming to pass right before our eyes, and you still blinded by vote blue no matter who. Now this is what I'm trying to get lined up right here. That's why I'm keep texting right. I have a lady friend and my cousin family, and my cousin Trina, right? I was telling y'all a story about the demon. And she don't like talking about it because she says it's like a childhood trauma. It traumatized her as a child. And she don't like talking about it. And she says she only told me and my cousin Trina. Now, my cousin Trina was in church one day when the same incident happened. But I'm gonna see if I can recount because she said she don't like talking about it. But she only told my cousin Trina because she actually witnessed it. So people witnessing supernatural events happening right now. It ain't no back in the day when remember somebody said, well, like my incident, nobody saw what happened to me. But now there's people that are seeing these supernatural, whatever you call it, phenomenon, whatever you want to call it. And now there's witnesses. It's not just one person seeing it and you just got to believe them. Now, stuff is happening that where groups of people are seeing it. The way you can't say all of them lying. Let me see something. Hold on, y'all. I can't set her straight. She all part of they all together. It ain't real. Ain't nothing to set straight. She playing her role. That's all she doing. She don't even believe the shit she's saying. They leading us somewhere with the Democrat Republican stuff. They leading us somewhere. The goal is to keep us thinking that there's a difference. The goal is to keep us divided. They got to keep us divided. Hold on now. Let me see if she's willing to do this, y'all. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Be right back. I got to get something else to be able to set this up. Be right back. All right, y'all. Hold on a minute. Hold on, Trina. I'm getting to the phone. I got the other phone. I got to get set up. All right. Actually, I don't need the other phone. What the hell I'm doing? Connected. Are you still there? Mm-hmm. All right. So she was telling me the story, right? She had already told me about it. That when she was a child, she told you the same story? It was about her cousin?
Yeah, that's five people.
Her cousin or something, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so she said there was children in the house or something. And I think are they twins? Are they brothers or something, right?
Yeah.
So she said, they've been possessed as they were children. And that she felt the whole house get cold. And then the boy started, I forgot how she tell. I want her to tell a story. She told me she's scared. She's scared.
They used to come to them because they want to kill them.
Yeah. Was talking in other voices and all that type stuff, and was thrown away. He was like 8 years old, and a grown man couldn't hold him down. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get to the part what you experienced. You was in church, right?
Yeah.
And what happened?
We was in church, and it just started. Well, like the exhortation part was going. So the lady was up there talking. So it was kind of quiet because she was, talking. And our church is like real big, like the aisle is like real long. So you can hear somebody talking, like talking real fast, but you didn't see nobody. So I turned around, I ain't see nobody. I turned back around, but I could still hear him. So when I turned around in the part where like when you first walk in, before you go into the church.
So the middle part, the door, the separation part.
When you first walk in,
yeah,
the fourth. So he was like walking back and forth, like real fast, but talking like real fast. So then he just came through the church and came and started walking up to the front of the church. But he was like walking, like speed walking, and just speaking in tongues like real fast. And he just walked all the way to the front of the church and just fell down to his knees and just started praying. Or just was still speaking in tongues like real fast. And then um 2 or 3 people got up and then they went over there and they started laying hands on him and praying. And just talking to the demon, telling him to get out. And he was like started screaming like, I ain't getting out, I don't wanna get out. I don't wanna come out. And he just was like on the floor, just rolling back and forth, rolling around. And then they got like a rag and put it all on him, some cold water or just water or some kind of water, and just put it on him, some oil. And after a while, he just snapped out of it and just came like normal. And then just went and sat down and just religious was like, and church just went on like nothing ever happened.
So what about the temperature?
Um, all that I couldn't really tell. Like everything else was normal to me, except for that. Like it was like he just was really fixated on what he was gonna do. Just walk straight to the front. He didn't slow down. He didn't stop speaking real fast. He just went straight to the front.
And then all of a sudden it stopped.
After they was praying over him, like a whole lot, like it was like two people, then three people, then about four people. Everybody was praying, laying hands on him, and then they was like telling the demon to get out, and he just started screaming. And he was saying he don't want to come out. I ain't coming out. I'm not coming out. Then he was rolling around on the floor like a fish out of water.
Is he a member of y'all church?
Yeah,
Okay. And that's the first time that ever happened at your church.
yeah, yeah. But he the type of person too. Like if he ever got up for prayer, he'll hit the floor like real hard and never like I know everybody know if he got up, don't go, but don't get stand behind him.
Because he gonna fall.
Hmm.
Mm.
And he gonna fall, and he don't care how he fall, and will take you out. But he haven't really been up there for prayer since then.
And I know she told me as far as when it happened when they were children, the house got real cold. And she said it was like in the summertime, but the house it got to where it was like freezing.
Mm.
And that was the first time she ever saw him. Everything you just described, he been doing since they were children. And that when it happened then, the house got cold. And I forgot I needed her to tell a story. She said she's gonna tell it now. She backed out on it. So
Yeah, she said it was traumatizing.
yeah, that's what she just told me. And I wanted her to tell it because people don't believe stuff like that no way. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know why.
Well,
If you believe in heaven, it's the opposite. You believe in heaven, you got to believe in hell.
no, but some people
You
don't believe in none of it.
got to believe bad.
But there are people that don't believe in none of it though. You know what I mean?
Because you said it happened when you was there. You seen it.
Right. But I'm saying they don't believe me either. So
Oh,
I'm trying to get to where other people are sharing their experience on. I'm not the only one.
some people so used to stuff happening, so they think this is normal.
Yeah. Or it's something else. They retarded or on drugs or something like that. So I appreciate you, Trina.
Flopping all around.
Yeah, flopping
If
around
you
and
if you're not ready for it, don't go up there playing because it's nothing to play with.
yeah. Well, I will talk to you later, Trina. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not really tripping on trying to get nobody to believe nothing. Like really. After this right here, I'm not gonna pass around a collection pot. Not gonna ask for donations. I get views every day anyway. Hold on. I want y'all to understand who you listening to. I'm not gonna come on here and play with y'all. I'm not gonna come on here and fake shit. And if I see where you thinking I'm lying, or like I'm gonna block you just for that, cause you don't know me like that. I don't know none of y'all to get on here and lie to you. Make up demon stories. How much I get paid for a demon story? Do I think a demon story gonna give me 1,000,000 views? No. Then what the hell am I lie for? Is it gonna give me 1,000,000 subscribers? No. Lying about some demons. What the hell are they gonna do for me? And if anything, it'll run people off. What I'm saying right now, you will run people off. Exactly, Jatori. It happened. I had my own experience. I don't know. I can't say it was an angel. I don't know who it was. I had my own experience. So, and my friend who family is her family member. That was my cousin right there. We all, they friends. And she said she was gonna tell it, but now it was like traumatizing. She said the house got so cold with her cousin, and it's been happening throughout his life. Other people have seen it. This boy wasn't no 8-year-old on no drugs. I blocked him. Somebody was on some drugs or something. That's all y'all ever gonna say. I can't. Let's get to this. So right now, y'all do know it says if you don't receive the mark, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. Right? The mark of the beast. Y'all heard of that, right? Let's make sure we're on the same page. Hold on, let me do this again.
Connected.
But this young lady that I'm talking about, she ain't gonna lie to me about that. I don't care who don't believe me. If she said it happened, it happened. Whether you believe me or not, that's irrelevant. She said when that demon came in that house, it went from like 80 degrees to like 20 degrees. Instantly. And that boy started jumping around and talking with other voices, throwing shit that he wasn't supposed to be able to pick up, like on TV, The Exorcist, some shit. A little 7, 8-year-old throwing heavy shit. Oh, that's some bullshit. Hold on, y'all. That ain't what I want to play. All right, y'all. Check this out.
In what's being called Orwellian, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer just announced mandatory digital IDs. Take a look.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
British civil rights activist Emily Emanuel joins us now. So, Emily, what was your reaction to Starmer's announcement?
Well, really, truly, completely shocked, but also not surprised. Keir Starmer has been a terrible, terrible prime minister right from the beginning. And I've never seen actually the UK population in such uproar against a prime minister in the time that I can remember anyway. So I am not surprised that he's trying to pull something out of the bag that will try and get him some popular votes, although it's probably going to be completely the opposite. And if you didn't see, or I don't know if you've touched on this already, but there was a march a couple of weeks ago that had over 1 million people come along to it, which was in protest of these things that he's implementing and the state of the UK.
They see it. The people in the UK, did y'all know that? They rebelling right now. Because now they see, like, hold up. What we need this for? And if you don't have the digital ID, you can't work, do none of that. What does the book say about the mark of the beast if you don't receive it? You don't have to be no religious guru. You don't have to be no religious guy. Because I'm not. But now I'm looking like, hold up now. I know what I read. I know y'all, even if you don't believe in it, I know you read it before. Is there anybody here who ain't never read the Bible? Is there anybody here who never read it? I don't care if you don't believe it. Have you at least read it? So now, it was written who knows how long ago. Y'all know how I feel about it. I don't believe a lot of stuff. I'm skeptical. But I'm no idiot either. I don't care what y'all call me. I'm no idiot. I know what I read. They didn't just write this yesterday. It says, if you do not receive the mark of the beast, the numbers of his name or something like that, you would not be able to buy, sell, trade. You won't be able to do nothing. All the stuff we do now, they're going to take that away from you if you don't agree to take the beast. I mean, the mark. They were prepping us with the so-called, in 2020. That was a test run. Seeing how many people would here we go again. What's up with you in that $1.99? What about $199? Show me what you're working with. Now, anyway. These people have been planning this for a long time. They feed us a little bit at a time. They can't throw it all on us at one time. But now these people over there in the UK, they like, hold up. Hold on a minute. Hold on. See, while y'all still out here talking about a vote this, vote that, that ain't got, what they doing ain't got nothing to do with no damn voting. Not a damn thing to do with no vote. I'm not going to entertain nobody else no more about no goddamn vote. That's what you voted for. I didn't know what the hell I was doing no more than you knew what the hell you were doing. We all at one time thought we were making a difference when we went to vote. Did we not? Whether you voted for her, him, them, whoever you voted for, you thought you were making a difference. I just happened to realize we weren't. We weren't making no damn difference. This shit is one global. What they doing in the UK, they're going to be doing it here, all around the world. China, everywhere. Do y'all get that? I'm talking about you people talking about a vote. This plan, no matter who the president of America, United States is, this plan that's been in the works for centuries, since the beginning of mankind. These days was coming for thousands of years. You think who the president is going to stop it? Like, really? I was with you. Vote this way, vote that way. This stuff was in the making since the beginning. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. From that day forward, everything, all this was already in the works. So we're going to vote our way out of prophecy. That's what you're going to do. You're going to vote your way out of this. You're going to come call me a sellout, buck dancing Uncle Tom. You voted for this. You voted for Trump. That's what you're going to do, huh? They're going to fix everything. Listen. I know for a fact from my own personal experience. Let me get this. Let me drop this link. Let me drop the link. Anybody want to join? You got a story of your own. Now listen. I ain't just talking about no scripture quoters. People that quote scriptures and then don't know how to explain it, don't know no enlightenment. We ain't talking about that. So if you get on here, John 3:17 said, and that's all you know how to do, you out of here. I don't want to hear what your pastor told you. I want to talk to some people who actually know some shit. If you know some shit, I would know that you know some shit. Oh, Lord. Look at this. How the Hebrew Israelites gonna be the only one prophesying something that was written before they was born? They were, we gotta give them credit for repeating what's written. Lord have mercy. Look at this. Another proof in the last days. All these false prophets popping up, false doctrines, false religions coming out of everywhere. What were the Hebrew Israelites say 60 years ago? They everywhere now. On the corner with them purple shirts on or whatever they wearing with that big bullhorn. Where were they? I guess you must be one of them. You one of them Hebrew Israelites, and y'all was the only one prophesying something that's been written thousands of years ago. Is that what you're telling me? Didn't nobody know about this until the Hebrew Israelites said something? Can y'all see this? The Hebrew Israelites were the only one prophesying all this stuff. Let me get you out of here, you goofy. If God say I'm hexed, then I'm hexed. Only God can do that. Get this clown out of here. You're a weirdo. I'm a believe in God, my baby. And you too, God. I guess you work for God, Matt Rubin. Sometimes I want like, man, this shit ain't worth having to deal with these bullshit. Let me get you out of here too. Hold on. Let me get him out of here. I ain't got time for this. You can't have a decent conversation. Where he went. Now he ain't calling in here. His ass blocked. Appreciate you, Gabby. Oh my God. Is it just my opinion? Hey, y'all, I don't even feel like being involved with this shit tonight. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out of here. I can't do it. I might end up having to block 34. Hold on. Oh Lord. So anyway, I ain't gonna go nowhere. Let me get the blocking. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm finna just block these fools. I was trying to, what you call it when you're trying to have an open mind? So, and my voice starting, man, this shit, how long it been? They're going to the second week. Friday be 2 weeks. So these people coming up with the digital ID, it's gonna be mandatory. Everybody gotta have it. Or you ain't gonna be able to work. Yeah, tolerant. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to be tolerant. Time's up. Ain't no tolerant. Right, Jatara, block time. Got time for y'all. Somebody talking about I'm gonna be hexed and all that. Man, I believe in the most high God. I've been through too much to worry about what some say. So let me get to what I was talking about.
Then what do you say to?
Hold on, y'all.
See, this is part of the problem I have with some of the so-called
Watch this. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders since George Bush took office. It has become an extraordinary problem. And the reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away.
See, always wrong when you don't have context.
That was Obama, by the way, talking about the same thing that we're dealing with now, with all the immigrants flooding in. Yeah, that was Obama doing the same thing that Trump is doing now. But yet we out here arguing amongst each other like they different. Ain't no difference, ladies and gentlemen. All these people playing ball. So now you got China with the social credit, UK, digital ID, America, microchips. Y'all know we got the microchips in America, right? Hold on. Sometimes I gotta pop out and show. Hold on, y'all. Watch this. Hold on a minute. I got something for y'all.
Welcome to Turo. What can I give you? Yeah, hey, I've got a camping trip this weekend. Can I
Hannes Huerblad isn't the phone in his hand, it's the microchip actually in his hand. The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden.
We have created a new implant, which is not a chip, it's a full device where you can add different lights, different vibration, different functions. Sweden is a very tech literate society. And I think this is the main explanation, really, why a lot of Swedes are adopting chip implants.
Swedes haven't been shy about upgrading themselves with the new version. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives, waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID, or make payments. A short moment of pain, not putting them off becoming part Swede, part machine.
Like for real. Why do we need that? Why do we need that? Can somebody explain that to me? Aware and awake, you don't look right. Something don't look right about you. I need some light to see you. Uh-uh. Let me see, real time. 1. I can't see none of y'all. See, maybe maybe this ain't a topic I need to be talking about. But we're going to keep this train rolling.
Machine. This event is an implant party, simply where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip embedded under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
I think it's really cool. You don't have to carry any keys or anything. It's just your body. In maybe 10 years, everything will be in your hand.
In Sweden, more than anywhere else, the future is already here. The national train company SJ has around 2,600 people signed up to use microchips instead of train tickets. And no need to mind the generation gap. 18-year-old Felicia and father Magnus still bear the scars of their new implants. Student Hannah Herving is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although, importantly for a future career, it does already connect to her LinkedIn.
Some people say...
It's right there. But because so many people don't believe, they're going to get the chip. I'm not getting no chip. But because so many people don't believe, they're going to go right on, get in line. Give me one. Because you don't believe in that kind of stuff. And because you don't believe, you overlooking the fact that some goat herders with no technology, no phones, no electricity, wrote about this thousands of years ago. And now it's happening. And y'all don't believe it. I'm crazy. It's bullshit. Think about this now. What we're doing right now was written about before we had electricity. Yeah, I'm losing my voice again. So I tried, y'all. My voice ain't gonna let me be great. Y'all hear me. So I'm gonna try again when I get better. Y'all have a good night.